And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown movies, games, comic books, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight.
The Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. You know, that little tabletop, like super, like other than D&D, it's Call of Cthulhu is what everybody knows. I guess Pathfinder too.
Yeah, Pathfinder's pretty big. And then a long time ago, it used to be Talislanta.
Damn, I don't know what that is.
But before we do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can enjoy this show on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Odyssey, and more. We also have membership tiers on those platforms if you'd like to support the channel, or you can check out buymeacoffee.com/KOE podcasts.
All right, so I bought the Call of Cthulhu starter set for the 7th edition rule book of Cthulhu.
Right?
Is that what it says back here? It has something like that stuff somewhere. And I figured we could do some episodes of doing the gameplay for you guys. Instead of just listening to me talk and rumble or mumble, I could actually do something entertaining.
Instead of Monday musings, mumbling Mondays.
Mumbling Mondays. But I've always wanted to play a tabletop game because I grew up having no friends. I got tired of doing it by myself.
And it's hard to play D&D with two people.
I played Dungeons and Dragons alone. The first I bought the starter kit, and the first adventure you can do by yourself. After that, you get your ass beat.
Yeah.
And so I figured I'll try it again. Like, we're not trying to be Critical Role, but that would be awesome to be the Lovecraftian version of Critical Role. Because we can play this, and there's just 1,000 different, you got Arkham Horror and other tabletop games. Arkham Horror is more like an actual board. Mm-hmm. So that was $60. And I'm like, God dang, this one's cheaper for now. But we can play all the Lovecraftian-esque tabletop games, board game. I don't know what they call them, the whole umbrella of it.
I think it's just tabletop.
Yeah.
Tabletop games.
So this episode will be short because I'm just going to tell you that this is the prologue of what we're going to do. So basically, the next episode on Monday would be Michael's going to be the dungeon master, or this one's what they call the arcane keeper of knowledge.
Keeper.
Yeah. The
Sorcerer Supreme.
Something like that. I guess if you want to be. And Alone Against the Flames, you can play completely by yourself. But I figure if you read it out to me while I build my character, it'll be entertaining for people.
Yeah.
I've already played it 3 times, and I can tell you how I've made sure to not read everything.
Right.
I only read my playthroughs every time, so it's still there's a lot for Alone Against the Flames. My first character got her ass beat. I decided to go as a female, but I didn't know I had to give her a name and everything, so it's very generic.
Right.
I had no idea what she was, so it's just a female. And I ended up in a shed, and I got the complete shit beat out by some fucking just Goliath 6'7" guy standing he blocked the whole doorway. So that one ended poorly. And I was after the fight, I got kind of bored about it. So fuck this. So my next character, I named him after the knee-high PI movie, Harry Dogan, I think, 4'1", private investigator. And he did okay until I got thrown into flames and died. So he died.
Knee-high PI.
The knee-high PI did not make it in this adventure. He got held down by 2 cultists in the fire. And that's the last thing I remember is what they told me. Then it's you died. You want to try again? I'm like, you damn right I want to try again. So my third character, I've named her after Lacey something. I don't remember. I was just kind of I keep fucking around until for the podcast it'll be my actual character.
Right.
I pretty much took the dwarf redhead from Dragon Age Inquisition, and that was her. 4 feet, 3'3", whatever size I made her. They're always short. And it's funny because when you're short and you try to put your luggage at the beginning of the game into the bus, you need help from the bus driver because you can't get it up there by yourself. You're a small one, huh? A small one. He thinks it's like Smallin. So it's like UN, yeah.
You're a small one, aren't you?
And so basically, yeah. So basically, with her, I actually made it all the way through and escaped. So she survived. She got on a bike, which I don't know how that works for a little person, a regular sized bike. but
It would be funny.
like 3'3". So I don't know how the I don't know the logistics.
It's called you stand on one side, you push only down.
I would have just started hauling ass out of there. So we'll do Alone Against the Flames, and then there's 4 here. So Alone Against the Flames is 1. Then you got Paper Chase, Edge of Darkness, and then Dead Man Stomp. So the rest of them, I don't know how many players we need, but I'm sure we can work it out with 2.
Yeah.
And I'm better as a player than the person holding all the dice pieces, I guess I should say.
Keeping track of everything.
Yeah, I hate doing that. I hate micromanaging. If we had Matt Mercer, the famous Matt Mercer, to help us out, it would be nice. But I'll figure out what I want my character to look like, who that person is, and then for the next game. And for now, so I give this whole deck of this whole arcane all you need to enjoy horror role playing. I pass it to Michael, and he can play it and get familiar with it, and then we can play next week.
Cool.
So that is what we're going to be doing. So it's pretty much just a teaser episode. Not very long, but we'll be back next Monday, and we'll see if I can make it alive this time. And we'll keep playing until I survive at least once. I'll keep making new characters every time. Maybe I name them after porn stars or something. That won't be weird.
No.
That won't be weird at all. I don't know what I don't want my characters to be. I don't want to be me.
Yeah.
But I'm not creative enough to just make up somebody. Name is John Johnson. He's 6'9".
John Johns.
He's 6'9", but for some reason his strength is only a 40. He's super weak.
Just be John Johns. That was super original.
John Johns. I could be like
With these.
I could be like my porn star name, Papi Dulce. Papi Dulce. Delicioso. Make him look like Antonio Banderas. So every time he walks into frame, it's like dring, that like little music song. Dring. The little guitar riff.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious. He'd be the guy from the what was that movie he did where he was like the mariachi? Oh. Desperado.
Yeah.
I can make him Desperado. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just do Antonio Banderas. I'm here to solve a mystery.
But see, you got to do the voices too. If you went with that.
I'll try. I'm here to solve. I'm Antonio Banderas. I'm so fucking sexy, so I can't even look in a mirror. I come in my pants immediately. Gorgeous.
No trying. You look in the mirror.
It's like, oh fuck. I got myself. So fucking in the back smoking a cigarette. Fucking jeans just stained to all hell. So yeah, we'll be doing a lot of role playing for now.
That's fine.
Not in the sexual way.
No.
Unless
No.
I strip everything off.
And then you see just a cloud trail behind me as I run by.
So like you're like the woman undresses. What do? I undress too, and then she lies back. Like I jump on top of her, and then like I'll roll for penetration. You miss. Fuck. You hit her fucking belly button. Like damn it. Roll for premature ejaculation. Fuck. You ejaculated too quickly. Oh damn it.
How much you want to bet there's already a game out there like that?
I'm sure D&D gets wild. We're putting that D in the D. Doesn't make any sense, but it sounded fun in my head.
Well, you had to make it work.
So yeah, we'll be playing some Call of Cthulhu. I do love me Cthulhu Mythos.
The Lovecraftian.
It's the only thing like that really if I think like if I'm in dead at night, sleep right, and I think about it, it's fucking terrifying. And it's also the thing that Stephen King says actually scares him.
Really?
Was H.P. Lovecraft stories back in the day.
Huh.
Fucking haunting sometimes. You know what really scared me? Was the new trailer for The Exorcist. I don't know if you've seen it. It is fucking terrifying. They picked the two randomest, like, they're not even like, these girls aren't even like maybe 13, 14. They're really young. And they play the possessed girls so well, I was like, that's enough TV for me today. I don't want to do this anymore. It was 2 in the morning. I was watching YouTube. Their trailer comes on, 5 seconds, and it's just a little girl looking you dead in the eye from the camera. Like she's got a cross upside down, a fucking cut into her forehead. I'm like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going home.
Which reminds me,
Scared the shit out of me.
did you ever watch the Pope's Exorcist?
No.
No, I think it's on Netflix. It was not really all that scary.
Oh.
It had Russell Crowe in it.
Well, shit, it's got Russell Crowe. He just walks in and starts kicking ass. It's like, who wants
he plays kind of like a little bit of a drunk exorcist.
So Russell Crowe.
Yeah. Yeah. He plays the role of himself, basically.
It's just Russell Crowe in like priest outfit.
Yeah.
Just comes out and just pulls out a fucking whip the size of a fucking and starts whipping everybody. The power of Christ compelled you. It's like, oh fuck.
Well, no. Apparently, the like overview of the movie is that there's a family that their father died. He inherited a church in Spain, so they moved to Spain to renovate it, so that way they could sell it and come back to the United States with money.
I'd be like, sell it as is.
Yeah. So apparently there was a demon sealed underneath the church by exorcists from the Inquisition. So then you have Russell Crowe's character where he's playing an Italian with an Italian accent.
So Australian Russell Crowe
With an
Italian accent.
Yes.
The most non-Italian looking Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he rides a little, what do you call it?
Moped?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He rides that from Italy there.
He's been picking some movies lately. Well, I think the one before that one, he was just a guy who was standing at a stoplight and the person behind him honked their horn real loud because he wouldn't go. So then he got mad and he tried to approach him in the car. He's like, you know what a courtesy tap is, son? And he like the son in the like the passenger seat, and the mom's ignoring him, and he does it. This is a courtesy tap. He does a little like a little honk. That's what your mom meant to do, right? And she's like, apparently, if she had apologized right then and there, the movie would have been over. But that because she honked her horn like really violently at him, drove him crazy. Apparently, he went to his house, whose wife was divorcing him. He blew the house up, and he just went on a fucking rampage. I was like, Jesus Christ, that was quick.
The one thing that set him over the edge.
Yeah, that the one last thing that broke the camel's back with it. You know what a courtesy tap is, son? This is a courtesy tap. That's all I remember from the movie. This is a courtesy tap. Then he fucking goes ape shit. The other movie's called Unhinged or some shit.
I think I've seen the title.
You know what a courtesy tap is? That's all I remember.
Courtesy tap.
I've actually done a courtesy tap. It's very like benign. Just let them know, hey, you guys are like,
Well, like if a light changes or something like that.
and for like a good like second, you're like, damn, all right, come on.
Just a.
Yeah, but no, this like, he's like, and he just drove him over the earth. Became Mr. Hyde from that movie, The Mummy, where he was like Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
He became Hyde.
Hey, well, the thing is like, I don't know if you noticed it by driving, but for the love of God, like, just road rage has been up lately, like extremely.
You know, the worst for me is, I'd be on the outer lane. You know, when there's 2 lanes going the same way,
left lane, yeah.
the left lane,
Yeah.
and there'd be a car in the distance, right? And I'm in my lane, right? I'm aware of it, but I'm in my lane. I'm going the speed I'm supposed to go. So if it's 40, I'm going 40. If it's 35, 35.
Right.
I always go the speed limit. Like 3 or 4 times recently, a car will pull out of the side street.
Right. And turn it onto the main road that you're on.
And
right.
no, he'd be turning onto the other road, the opposite lane. So the car that was on my right side would be blocking my view of that car coming in because they stopped for him.
Right.
How the fuck am I supposed to know you're stopping for him?
Right.
When I get up there at 40 miles an hour, there's a car coming across my
Going across to the other side of the road.
my lane. Yeah,
Okay.
going through my lane to get to the opposite.
Right.
I was like, you must be fucking kidding me. You
Yeah.
cannot do that when there's 2 lanes of traffic.
No.
The last guy I almost hit was a big ass truck. This dumbass stopped in the middle of my lane. So I actually went into the opposing traffic lane to swerve the car.
That is fucking ridiculous.
I was so mad. I wish my horn actually worked. I would have honked the fuck at him. You know what a cartoon tap is? This is a cartoon tap.
Well, you know, being out and everything,
I would have sued the shit out of him too.
I would have too.
Like, you dumb motherfucker.
What's really bad is whenever you're in an accident, but you're the third car. That had nothing to do with it.
You just caught in the fucking damage.
Yeah, that happened to me this past November.
Oh shit.
Where I was the third car in the accident.
So they hit each other. They ended up hitting you.
Well, no, it was all in a line. So the car that was behind me got hit, and then they hit me.
Oh, yeah, damn.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
So I guess what, the first car's fault, right?
Yeah.
Because it couldn't be the second car.
No.
Maybe like if someone threw me at you and you beat my ass.
Yeah.
Like, he threw me at you.
Yeah, that kid's car, he was like, I think like 20, but his car was fucked.
Damn.
Like all the way to the windshield.
Oh, wow. I'd be like, you okay? I don't know.
No, he's just sitting there.
I don't blame him. He must have fucking been shell shocked. I don't know what's happening with my life.
The lady's car behind me smashed in at the back. Mine, just a little bit of bumper damage. The paint.
But still, though, I would hate to be in an accident that I had no involvement in.
Yeah, it's like because I'm waiting for somebody to turn left, so I'm sitting behind them, just waiting for them to turn, so that way I can go on a city street in the left lane. So you got to wait for them to turn left across the road, and they're waiting because it's a whole fucking line. And then you're just sitting there, the car behind you's just sitting there, like you ain't got to worry about getting hit or anything. And then a car comes flying up because they weren't even looking at the road.
And you get hit anyway.
Yeah.
I should make a public... Hey, this is a public service announcement. If there's 2 lanes of traffic, right lane, do not stop and let people come into the lane. They can wait till both of us go.
Yes.
I cannot see the car coming into my lane if you're blocking the fucking car.
And who the fuck stops going normal speed? Who stops to let somebody fucking cross?
Because I thought he was just like turning or something. Or whatever. It's not my concern as long as I'm in my lane, right?
Right.
So I don't know why he stopped. And then he fucking, the car, this big ass red truck just comes into my my entire lane. Fucking 4 times now it's happened to me.
And lately I've had God, I don't know what the fuck it is with Ram owners of the Ram trucks. They love the tailgate, and there's a joke about it too, because there's like a meme where it's somebody's playing a video game and they're in a Ram, but it's like, this is how they tailgate people, and it's like, there ain't no car, and then they go to the side view and they're like right on their ass cover.
Jesus. Like it just blocks the entire car.
Yeah. Which is me. So like for personally, like I take the highway a lot. So 3-lane highway, I stay in the middle lane. I go about 5 over speed limit. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going under the speed limit. I'm not gonna, I'm not trying to stay in the left lane. So I'm not impeding traffic. Nothing like that. A Ram, fucking, it's like it never fails. They'll come up behind you and just ride your bumper. It's like,
it's also like no matter how fast you go, they want to go faster.
Yes.
Like where do you need to go that you need to be there?
And my whole thing is, okay, if you want to go around me, cool. Go to the left fucking lane. Why? There's no car in either lane and you're riding my bumper.
I love when they get behind you and then they pass you, right? And then you both get to the stoplight anyway. I'm like, so what'd you learn?
Oh,
huh?
That's great.
What'd you learn?
And they always turn their head.
Like, you sure didn't get faster than where we were going. We're still right here.
And like when it comes to going over the speed limit or anything, my rule is 5 over. Because then you're not super speeding. You're nothing crazy. And you're not having to worry about like traffic wise anyway. So you're not going you're not fucking up your entire speed limit. So if somebody stops you, you're not going to get in a huge amount of trouble. It's only 5 miles. But aside from school zones, never, ever, ever speed through a school zone. Those tickets are expensive as fuck.
I'm going to start hauling ass through school zones. Like, fuck these kids.
But yeah, like, I don't road rage just in general in Oklahoma City, where we are, it's gotten bad. Mostly within the last couple of years after the COVID restrictions and stuff like that.
All that pent up frustration.
I guess.
They got to take it on the road.
Whenever all the coronavirus stuff was going on, people that were on, because there was fewer people on the highway in general. So everybody was going instead of going 60, which is the speed limit for the highway, going
in the metro
now. No joke. Like cops didn't even stop people because it just wasn't worth it. Because there were so many people.
They probably ended up in a shootout after they did. Like, oh shit, they're crazy.
Well, there were so many people speeding that they couldn't stop everybody.
Yeah, it was too much of a hassle, probably.
And now everybody's back to driving as normal because, I mean, like with the past 2 years, Oklahoma hasn't had any kind of restrictions for shit, really. But everybody still has that mentality of driving for that full year with people staying at home and stuff.
My whole mentality is like, I just want to get home.
Yes.
Do not want to die. The same with my job. Like, I'm not going to stop a thief and get stabbed for this job.
I would do it for the fun of it, though. It'd be fun.
I wouldn't. I'm not getting stabbed.
I would.
I sure as shit, my company's not going to pay for my medical expenses. So I'm like, yeah, take all this stuff. I'm not going to stop you. We'll just call the police. Bye. There's cameras everywhere.
See, that's when you let out your frustrations throughout the entire, like, this is for the last fucking month. And you just start beating the shit out of them.
Nah, I don't really have frustrations. Lately, I've noticed that I just don't really... There's no reason to prove anything other than my own safety and my family's safety. Basically, my saying is like, I'm not a peaceful person, but I'm a monster with self-control. I do not want to hurt anybody, but damn if anyone starts something.
So you read Jordan Peterson's books?
No, I don't even know who that is.
That's what he says, though.
Oh.
He's like, basically...
Basically, what I'm saying is like, if I'm walking around, right? And someone says something like, something stupid to me because I'm Hispanic, right?
Oh, yeah, it's just not worth
Like,
it.
go back to your country. I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't give a fuck. What are you bothering me for? I wouldn't start a whole fucking fist fight over it. Or if someone like, just people being stupid.
That's
like, why would
day.
I watch people on X, fucking X, Twitter, you son of a bitch. Looks like a porn site. Not even a good one either.
and the connoisseur here.
And people just fucking fist fighting. And like, it kind of like I used to watch it because it was funny to me as long as no one was really hurt.
Yeah.
People just getting fucking beat the hell out of each other. And now as
Kind of like mutual combat.
Yeah.
Almost.
And now that I've gotten, like, I've been watching it, like, I guess I watched it to enough, right? Where I'm like, yeah, I would never want to do this. Like, there's no reason.
No.
Like, someone cuts me in line. I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Not the end of the world.
Like, someone breaks into my house, though.
Oh, that's totally
I
different.
got no choice. Like, I have no choice. The shotgun's going to not do it. It's going to do its job. I'm sorry.
Wasn't it Teddy Roosevelt where he said...
It's my man right there. Number one president.
where he said, walk softly but carry a big stick?
Yeah. He's probably talking about his dick. If I'm being honest. Well, that's LBJ.
I mean, he had some big balls to go out there and hunt some of the shit that he did.
Yeah, especially with his fucking weak ass eyesight like I have.
Yeah.
I can't see shit, but damn can I shoot. You know, he used to have regular boxing matches on the White House lawn. Yeah, with like military, like whoever wanted to box him.
Yeah.
And then he had to retire because this army sergeant hit him so hard in his left eye, he lost vision. So he's like, shit, I can't go any blinder. So he had to retire from boxing. Could you imagine the president if it was now, right? And it'd be on the news. Like President Theodore Roosevelt having another boxing match. And you look at him and he's over here just fucking beating the shit out of some dude in the corner.
I think that's how we should elect presidents.
By actual physical merit and intelligence.
That'd be fun.
Instead of being old. Man, they get old.
Well, look, you got, not to be political, but you have Joe Biden and you have Mitch McConnell, one from each side, and both of them fucking freeze up. It's like, what do I say? Biden loses what direction he's going.
I shit myself.
Well,
I'm sorry, but I just shit my pants. This meeting is adjourned. This council is closed down for now. I got shit myself. I got a dookie in my pants. Are you listening to what I'm saying to you? I have shit my pants.
I think half of them probably have.
I'm standing in front of an audience of journalists. I have shit myself. I resigned from my position.
You know, I could actually see Trump saying that if he did it.
He just shit his pants?
Yeah.
Like, well,
I shit my pants, okay? Like, he would...
don't act like you don't shit either.
Like, he would make it so, like
it's almost your fault that he shit himself.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to come up here and talk to you guys, I wouldn't have shit my pants.
Exactly.
Oh, well.
But he would take there would be no shame. There's a reason they call him Teflon Don.
Teflon Don.
Nothing sticks.
I need some of that Teflon. All the shit I have is fucking sticks to everything. I once boiled some eggs, right? I came back. I was like, oh yeah, I should have put water in these. This shit was fucking cracked. I was like, oh yeah.
You hard boiled them without even boiling them?
I hard boiled them with no water, just air. They don't come out too well either. That was my mistake.
That's something I would do. Where you're so busy you don't even pay attention. It's like, well, fuck.
I don't know what the fuck I was. I'm not as scatterbrained as that, but that one day came back 20 minutes later, smoke all over the fucking kitchen. I'm like, huh. The moral of the story is when you're cooking, you got to stay in the kitchen. Unless it's something slow, like
if you're doing like a slow cooker stuff.
Yeah, or like you're cooking a turkey in the oven and you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But if you put some eggs on a fucking stove and then you forget to put water in them, and you leave for 20 minutes, come back, because you're dumb as fuck.
Shell turned black.
You got the whole fucking shell turned black. The fucking the bottom of the little it's one of those really small ones too.
Those little pots?
Yeah.
Like the soft pots?
Fucking done. It was done. Shit was ruined. I couldn't clean it off. Anyway, so Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu. And if you guys have any other recommendations for board games that you'd like us to try out?
If they're within the realm of Lovecraft.
Yes.
Because I love me some horror. I don't, actually. But for some reason, I gravitated to Call of Cthulhu.
See, there's people that'll find you a Saw game to play.
Fuck all that. I hate Saw. I don't like torture porn. The last one I saw was what are they called? It was that really Hostel 2, where the woman rips his whole dick off with some pliers, and he just sits there. He's so fucking shocked. There's blood coming out of his fucking dickless crotch. And then she's like, what happens is, like, she gets kidnapped, and this guy and his friend hyping up the hostel. Basically, they go on tour to a European country, and they kidnap. This organization kidnaps little, just young people that are like backpacking that you'll never look for again, apparently.
Right.
And then they fucking sell them to these rich people who just have their way with them in violent ways, like not like sexual, but like they fucking murder them.
Right.
The first one had it, and the guy escaped, and then the organization caught him in the second movie. And in the second movie, these three girls get kidnapped, but one of them turns out to be super, super rich. So the guy and the guy's friend was hyping up the trip the whole time because he was ready to do it. Here's how you know a person's not going to do something is when they talk about it incessantly. So when the friend finally like, and the regular guy, basically he's the main guy, and then his friend's the side character. The main guy is really reluctant, right? But the other guy really wants to do it. And then when it gets to the time to kill him, right? The friend chickens out. And then the main guy, it turns out to be a fucking straight edge killer. He's like fucking insane. All that pent up rage, right, that he has from his job or whatever. Like, I'm just going to start killing people. And I got to kill everybody. He becomes a fucking psycho. And he tries to kill the rich girl. And, but she somehow gets the better of him. Because I think she fake flirts with him. So he's like, all right, bitch, get on the ground. He's about to rape her on the ground or something. It was fucking horrific. And when he drops his guard, she somehow gets some pliers and she just fucking puts him and just like shuts him on his crotch, right? He's like, oh, fuck. No. At that point, it's so painful. You don't even have like a pain rate. You're just like, well, this sucks. Like, that's how like it hit, like your receptors have like, exploded.
Yeah.
So you don't even feel it anymore. You're just like, well, this sucks. So she sits him on the fucking on the chair, squeezing his fucking crotch, and the organization comes in because they can't have their clients killed or injured. I think the friend dies too somehow. I can't remember how. And she's like, well, I am rich. They type in her name in some computer, and turns out she's part of that wealthy elite that's that can be part of that organization. So they're like, all right, if you want to be like she pretty much buys her way into the organization by killing him, by ripping his dick off.
Right.
And yeah, I'm talking about like a fool. You see his whole dick get ripped off, and you're like, well, I'm done with horror. And that was the last horror movie I ever saw. Fuck all that shit. Like this is just like it's just gory just to be gory with no actual purpose.
Right.
That's why I like the Insidious movies. They were all PG-13. Well, the first one was, and they were all more about suspense than like gore.
Like a suspense thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Saw is just gore.
Yeah.
Fucking Human Centipede was just sewing people's faces to the people's balls. Like I don't. It's just there's no reason for it. I hate. That's why it's called torture porn.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
There's people that get off to it.
The lowest common denominator for me is that stuff. Just these horrific tortures. I'm like, no. Why? It's why some of Lovecraft stuff, like games and movies, they're super gory, and I hate it. I prefer Lovecraft to be science fiction-y as opposed to like horror. It could be scary, but in a scientific way, like Alien or Predator, instead of like the Saw. Man, it's just fucking ripped the whole thing. He just ripped it all off. He was like, fuck you. And like, I don't blame her either. He was a bad guy. But you know, I have a dick, so I'm like, oh, no.
You get the sympathy pains?
And he was like, it hit him so hard. Like, he was just like in a delete. He wasn't even screaming. He was just like he was like in a daze was how much pain he was in. Surprised she didn't grab it and shove it down his mouth. Jesus. Horror is like, horror goes hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes. A little too hard.
But yeah, we'll be doing board games.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you guys have any recommendations that is within the theme, let us know.
D&D, not so much, but maybe Lovecraft.
Yeah.
DFT is pretty covered.
Yeah.
Extensively.
Yeah. Critical Role.
Yeah. You guys need any new players? You got two right here.
We can always try out Talislanta.
What's that?
It's the fantasy game that inspired D&D.
Huh.
It's the original.
Damn, there's an original? Jesus.
From the late 70s to 80s, I think. It's been a long time since I've looked.
Wow.
Like it's an old game.
We'll play whatever.
But anything else to add before we head out?
Yeah. No, actually.
Don't get your dick ripped off?
Unless you're a rapist, so you deserve to get your dick ripped off. So like he did, kind of. You really deserved it.
Yeah.
But he just watching it, you're like, man. Man.
Like that would suck.
It's like you know he deserves it, but at the same time, you're like, God damn, you could have just shot him. At that point, just fucking shoot me in the face.
Just end it all.
Yeah, like man. When they say cruel and unusual punishment, yeah. Sometimes you're like, God dang.
Yeah.
Or like that one lady from Saw that gets her fucking face ripped off from that fucking helmet. You ever seen it?
I think
It's like a famous like trope from the movie where like they put this fucking apparatus all over her face, and it's like these fucking two like looks like bear club or bear.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? That shit fucking opens up.
Yeah.
Like it rips her mouth open. Jesus.
Again, gore porn.
Or the one where the woman has to stick her hand in this hole, right? But when she comes back down, these blades,
Those razor blades
come down with her. I'm like, you devious, evil motherfuckers.
But you seen that there's actually like for that specific thing, they could have gotten the key out if she didn't put her hand through the other
panicked.
one. Because she put her hand through the other one too.
So what? She just like tried to hold the blades back with the
the hand that's not in there. If she would have held it back slightly, she could have pulled her hand back out.
Well, it just goes to show you, people lose their minds when they're in danger.
People are not that bright.
No, I doubt I'd make it in Saw. That'd be the first one. I'd be chopping my leg off. Well, fuck. So help me, Dr. Phil.
But I guess with that, we'll see you guys on the next one.
I'll survive, I promise. Antonio Banderas never dies.